Hey, it's Cortavius. Bunch of events going on in Raid today. Give them credit. They're doing some fun stuff, and it's not stuff that I would skip. But first, click on the link in the description below, and if you're starting a new account, you can get Karato, an excellent legendary, and also Tagoar, a great support epic, when you hit level 15, if you click on that link and launch it today. There's just 4 things you need to do. First, lock out of Plarium Play on the PC and uninstall. Second, click on the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Third, launch Raid and complete the tutorial. And fourth, go to your inbox. Karato will be in there. It really is a great start to Raid, so give it a shot. All right, so what's going on in Raid today? They did launch 2 different Mystery Shard events in the events here, and we also have a Champ Training event. So the Mystery Summon Rush, you can pull 1,000 mystery shards and get a legendary skill tome. So if you have 1,000 mystery shards, man, that is one easy way to pick up a legendary book. And don't forget, it's pretty easy to do now. If you just go into, sorry, not champions, if you just go into the portal, and I'll just show you. So if I pull 20 mystery shards, click the blue button, click again, boom, they all pop out. Hey, rare. Click again, boom, there's another 20 mystery shards. And then, now in my case, I have 277 out of 400. I got another 130 of those. So I would do like 100 of these at one time. Then you can go into the tavern and pick a champ and do instant upgrade. And it will take all of these food champs that you've got that you just pulled, and it will instantly turn this into a level 10 mage killer. And then I can use one more of those champs and upgrade her to a 2-star. And you can burn through mystery shards using those quick pulls, fill up your inventory, come in here, make a bunch of champs maxed out, and I could burn through 100 mystery shards in a minute, so you can do those mystery shard pulls really fast with those features that they've built in, thankfully. And then there's a mystery dungeon divers event, so I wouldn't do 1,000 of those through that portal in the tavern. I would go into the campaign, and if you got any energy, I'd use some energy and take some of those 2-stars and actually take them up to 20 through the campaign, and then use more mystery shards to fill it up. But I would come in here and do this dungeon divers, because you can get those mystery shards back. I mean, they have 20, 60, 120, 200, 300, 400 mystery shards and an ancient shard that you can pick up through here. I mean, this one's not a have to do, but if you're going to spend 1,000 mystery shards, you might as well just run a little campaign, because you're talking 650 dungeon divers points. That's not much. So you can get those mystery shards and an ancient shard right back. And a rare book if you need one. So there's a couple other things in there. So that mystery dungeon divers is easy. So I'd do enough campaign training just to pick that up. Then I would go in the tavern and finish it up and get those mystery shards or those the Lego book. I mean, those are 2 things I would definitely pick up. And you even get a little of the energy back. You get a mortal soul stone, 75 gems to use some more energy. So really, yeah, this is a really nice, just fun April 1st event that they're doing. So I give Plarium credit. I think in the video I had yesterday, I complained about there's no creativity in these events, that they launch a champ training the day that the 4-day champ training ends, that was for the path event. Today, hey, you know what? They did this once last year too, but I like the creativity here to put in a mystery shard event, a mystery summon rush, just having some fun on April 1st for April Fool's Day. So that's kind of fun. That's the mystery shards and 2 events there. And then the champ training. So this one, I feel like you'll do some champ training through doing the 1,000 mystery shards. If you actually train those champs up and you level them up, the food up before you do it, you could get a lot of champ training points out of that. But honestly, I could see where you just say, if you spend a lot of energy and time doing that 4-day event, you could just do the 1,000 mystery shards, pick up your Lego book and call it. I don't think you got to go up here and do this whole champ training event. For my 2 accounts, I'm eyeing this up and going, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm too motivated to level up all those champs, level the food, and turn this into a big 10,500 champ training. I mean, I might eye up my group over the next 4 days, because there's an Eternal Soul Stone up here and 2 Immortals. And this, by the way, if you saw my video yesterday, if you didn't, go watch it. But if you saw that, you'd hear me predict. This is exactly what I predicted last night, that this would be sitting up here in the milestones. They'd put the Eternal up here at the top and the 2 Immortals in places 2 and 3. Exactly exactly what I said they do. So they're predictable. But if this group does what I expect it to, people will go after those things, and I just don't care enough to go after them and try and compete with the globe. And it's a tournament, so people could use books at the end. They could pull, they could level up champs. They can do a lot. They can use feasts, the barrels. You can score a lot of points in champ training fast. So you're not going to know if you have a comfortable lead until the end. So I don't see competing for that. It's a great reward because those eternal soulstones are impossible to get, but I just don't see competing against the globe. So I just look at this and go, and these blue things get you into special pools in the soul portal. They don't even have the pool out yet, so we don't know how good that pool is, but they usually throw epics and legendaries in there, and you could get a 5-star epic, so you could spend 10,500 points and get a 5-star Jizzo soul. Do I care? Yeah, maybe I could get a 6-star Newt, but I don't know that, and I don't know that I care to go through this whole thing on 1 or 2 accounts just for an RNG shot again. After just doing the 4-day training, I think I'm RNG'd out by by raid right now. I don't see doing it. I mean, if it was a guaranteed I could get something out of this, then I'd go for it. But just to get another RNG shot at an epic, I don't see myself doing this. Void shard would be nice, but it's still 8,800. I mean, these essences, I mean, those are just some Iron Twins runs. So the rewards start dropping in value. So this thing, I think I'll do whatever I get out of the 1,000 mystery shards, watch where my group goes, and if these people do what I expect them to, I'll drop out of that one. So that's what's going on in the 3 events in game. They are selling a pack. If you don't have mystery shards, it's $10 for 1,000 mystery shards. So you'd say that's $10 to get a legendary book. If I just go to like Hell Hades' site where he's got his pack pricing thing, he's got that for like $5 to buy a legendary book. So arguably, if I just wanted to buy legendary books, better deals out there. So if you don't have the shards, this pack doesn't really seem worth price to go get 1 legendary book. And you can get 600 of them out of the dungeon divers, right? So hopefully you have 400 mystery shards. If not, stop using start getting mystery shards. Campaign drain. So on my account, I think I have plenty. So 40,208 mystery shards. I think I'll get the legendary book for sure. But I'll still actually go get the dungeon divers and replenish the 600 out of so I only drop 400 of them. I'll do that too. All right, so that's it for the in-game events. There's one more in Plarium Play. Let me pause and go pull up Plarium Play. All right, we're on Plarium Play, and right here on the home page, they have this raid mini game, Join the Fight. So this one, they have 3 different stages. So the next one's going to unlock over 40 hours, and it looks like we have from 4-1 to 4-8. So we have 7 days to do this. So I don't think you're in a particular rush because it looks like you can do a stage a day. So maybe we have 7 days to do 3 days worth of activity. And I did 1 run just to see what it was like, and I got 100 points in a run. So it looks like you can do 5 runs a day for 3 days. So it looks like 15 runs, and you can get pinpoint. Are those actually 5-star? It's actually 5-star gear. Well, that is pretty disappointing, right? I can't believe they're actually putting 5-star in here. So it looks like 5-star. It's a full set. So you get ring, amulet, banner, but there is a primal shard at the end there. That's a little more compelling. And then it's basically you've got gauntlets, chest, boots. So you've got bottom row artifacts and accessories in here. They're actually 5-star. Come on, if you're doing a mini game, can't you put 6-star in here? That's kind of crazy. But I would still do it for the primal shard. I mean, that could be a mythical, and maybe that banner has speed on it. That's the problem. These are still going to be RNG, right? So they might be garbage, they might be not. But it is a kind of a fun little thing they've done here. So I'll just hit play and show you what this looks like. But it loads this little mini game here, and basically you run around with Elhain, and she shoots down these things. The shooting's automatic, so you're just controlling her running around. And your goal is actually just to stay alive and kill stuff. And then periodically it brings up these upgrades. You can add new skills or upgrade the one you have. So not very complex here, but I don't know, just kind of a little fun thing to go through and do. Her health bar does drop, so I guess if you just really screwed this up, you could die. But it'll keep bringing up the upgrades. But basically you can see the clock. I just got to survive for another minute, and it'll give me the next set of rewards. So I assume I'll get to 200 out of those 500 points. So that's really what this thing is. Let me pause and I'll come back at the end. All right, so I come back at the end. I killed, survived, and I got 100 experience points. and kind of fun to do. You know, it probably gets repetitive by the time you do 15 of those, because I think it actually would be pretty hard to die. But as I said, set of free rewards, some creativity for things they didn't do. So fun little thing that they've launched, and you get a free pommel shard out of it. So that's pretty fun. So anyway, that's the events for the day. I think this unfortunately is Plarium Play, so I think you got to be on PC for that. So mobile only, I think, just loses out here. So that's kind of a shame. But if you can get to a PC, it's there for you. So wanted to get this out quick. Give events for the day. A couple other vids today. So busy day on the channel. Would love you if you could subscribe and like what you found entertaining. Thank you.